Hey y'all, I actually just did this once before and I started looking back at it and my camera was super shaky. So I'm just going to try to show you what's in my binder that I keep. I'm also going to go over my budget for you. I'll start with that. I wanted to start off by having our budget. We initially said about $8,000, but once we found our venue is actually more expensive than that, but it is because it is an all-inclusive. So I just kind of gave us like a $10,000 limit, and that didn't count my dress because my mom had said that she was going to be paying for that. Excuse me. So I'm just going to go forward. So this is my binder. This is our invitation, our save the date, our thank you, and our RSVP. You open it up, and here I have our marriage certificate, our marriage license, and then just some other kind of extras. Here we have, this is probably the thing I use the most. This is kind of a to-do list by week of things that I need to get done throughout the week, so we can kind of just make sure to get everything done. There's also a back to that, which is more current. So this is our guest list. I'm not going to show all this just because it has personal information, but what we did is once we figured out that they go by guests there, at our venue, that they kind of do everything per person, we kind of figured out that that's how much we needed to spend. So we did, $8,000 or $9,000 and kind of figured out people and worked backwards. So we found out that we're gonna have, I believe it's 86 people, and that includes us at the wedding. And so from there we figured out who the people were gonna be. Made a list, did an Excel sheet, got the addresses, did everything on that. Then we sent out to save the dates. We actually did our invitations kind of early because we kind of knew who was going to say yes and who was going to say no. We ended up sending out, I believe, 84 invitations, and 86 people are coming. So obviously more than half of those said no. More than half are also family who are out of state. Once I got our invitations sent out, I started on our guest list, kind of who said yes, who said no, and how many guests are going to be coming, so we can get like a definite count, because come this Tuesday, 10/11, yes, October 11th, we are having our 30-day meeting, so we have to figure out exactly how many people are coming, kind of our seating arrangement too, figuring out who is going to sit where and how many tables need to have this many chairs at, and so forth. So I got all their addresses. I printed them all out so I could just kind of see everything right in front of me. That's what all this is. And then that's kind of what we did for our guest list. So now on to music. Our music has been kind of the thing that's the hardest, because we both love music, but we also both don't want it super traditional. I don't want to walk down to Here Comes the Bride. Enzo, down. I don't want to walk into Here Comes the Bride. And I don't want to leave to whatever it is. So basically, I'll read to you everything that we have. Right now, the prelude. So right when people get there, the thing that's going to be playing is probably just instrumental, like a top 40 instrumental. I don't remember, just some kind of instrumental. Then we're going to have the seating of the parents, which is going to be What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. The processional is going to be Marry You by Bruno Mars. My bridal entrance is going to be Use Somebody by Tyrone Wells. It's a song that is probably more familiar because Kings of Leon did it, but if you look it up, if you YouTube it, Tyrone Wells, Use Somebody, it's amazing. Then we're going to have the lighting of the Unity Candle. That's going to be Amazing by Janelle. Just like, it's not obviously going to be like the entire songs. It's going to be like clips of it. Then we're going to have the Releasing of the Doves, a song called La Paloma, the English version of that by Nana Mouskouri. I hope I'm not ruining her name, but Bill, Bobby's dad, that was kind of a song that he suggested for that he would like to hear, and we obviously are including as much. I mean, if other people like our parents are helping us, we will absolutely take that into consideration, because it makes our life a little bit easier, because it's like one song less that we have to pick. So then the Releasing the Doves. Presentation of the Bride and Groom is You Got Me by One Block Radius. That's going to be fun. So then you go to the cocktail hour, and that's just going to be big band music. Kind of like, almost like swing, but not really. Just Google big band if you're unfamiliar with that. Then we're going to have our grand entrance. We actually don't have any songs for this yet. Well, we have a few songs, but nothing that has stuck yet. We're going to probably do we're not sure for our parents yet. For the bridal party, we're thinking Now That We Found Love by Heavy D and the Boys. And then we're not sure for the bride and the groom. But we do have our first dance. That's going to be Sway by Michael Bublé. It's probably going to be like a remixed version. The father-daughter dance is If I Could by Ray Charles. The mother of the son dance is All To You by DJ Keo. Then we're going to have the Good Luck dance, which basically the DJ will call up everybody to the dance floor, and then by how many years, all the married couples to the dance floor, and then by however many years you've been married, they, let people off. Then whoever's there the longest gives us words of advice and wishes us good luck and all that stuff. So that's Come Fly With Me by Frank Sinatra. Then for just dinner music, we're going to have the Rat Pack. So we're going to have Frank Sinatra, you're going to have Dean Martin, all of the amazing people. Then we're going to do cake cutting. That's going to be Candyman by Christina Aguilera. Then the bouquet toss, I'm actually not sure. So if you have any suggestions for the bouquet toss, also for the grand entrance of the parents, please put them below. The garter removal is going to be Bobby's idea. He isn't telling me, I guess, so that'll be fun. I like surprises. Well, no, I really don't, but I like surprises if you can actually surprise me. Anywho, the garter toss is going to be Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. And then whoever catches the bouquet and whoever catches the garter is going to be dancing to Strangers in the Night by Frank Sinatra. So I think I'm probably ruining this for those who are in it. I mean, not in it, but attending. So pretend like you didn't hear. Then we're going to have a money dance. Basically, our DJ told us to pick 5 songs so you can so you can dance to with me and Bobby. Then we have the last dance. It's Priscilla on Dream, and then the grand entrance song is going to be Would You Go With Me by Josh Turner. We're also going to have a lot of Veterans Day songs and things like that. I have a list here of a lot of songs I just wrote down that I like. I also have this. This came in handy for some things for us, but this is all a lot of traditional music. If you want me to, I don't even know if I have this as a file. If you need any suggestions for songs, here's a suggestion for ceremony songs, processional, interlude, recessional, reception songs, grand entrance dances, so forth and so on. So that's all this. If you have any questions on that, please let me know. So next is the cake. I have a friend named Linda who is a cake maker for a restaurant. She does that professionally. And when we were looking at different cake designs, we liked like a specific design because we have kind of, the vintage theme, the filigree, all the damask print, all that kind of stuff. Well, we don't have the damask print, but we like that for the wedding. So we asked the people who are doing our cake, the piece of cake, if they have specific stencil sets so we can have a specific stencil on our cake. The one that we ended up liking, they didn't have, but Linda had. She was nice enough to give us her stencils just till the wedding day, obviously. And Bobby and I both like to have things like written, like seen, like on paper, like hard copies of things. So this is what he kind of drew up to see if that's what we liked. We'll see how it turns out. I'll put a picture of our cake after everything. I'll take this little snippet and put it next to a picture of our cake for the wedding day. This is all rehearsal dinner stuff and food. There's the different things we're going to have. We're going to have cream cheese, pesto. I'll just go straight to this part. We're going to have the cream cheese, pesto, and sun-dried tomatoes, layered torte served with European table crackers and fresh fruit for the hors d'oeuvres served during the cocktail hour. Then for the wedding, we are having a buffet. I like that it gets kind of people up out of their seat initially, so you're I don't know, it's not super, I mean, it is super formal, it's a wedding, but it isn't a super, super formal wedding, so plus it's cheaper, huh? So we do then have the Grecian cucumber tomato feta salad, the beef brisket, chicken parmesan, then we're doing herb roasted baby red potatoes, not the grilled sweet potatoes, the vegetables, dinner rolls, and then the beverages. And that's that. Then we have going on here to my invoice. So this is kind of the breakdown of things. Because we are having this, we have down for 85 people. We have the facility fee, the refundable deposit. The bar service is $650. The catering for 85 people at $35 a head is almost $3,000. DJ service is $850. The wedding cake for 85 people at $450 a piece is $382.50. So it gives us a subtotal of a little over $9,000. We then add the taxes, and it's $36.61. I'm sorry, $93.61.91. So, and then there's our payments that we've given, and then our final, what we will pay come the 11th. So that's kind of that. Then I have all the invoices here. We also have this. This is kind of cute. This is just a free week of beds for tanning, because we're both not tanners, and we don't need to go like a ton. We just need to go to get like a base tan for the wedding. So I printed out free passes for a local tanning place, and that's that. We're going to be staying. I have a copy of where we're going to be staying at the night of the wedding. I also have a copy of the invoice for the tuxedos and suits. Each guy is going to pay $158.95. Ooh, if I can get that, $158.95. And that includes the t-shirts, the vests, the bow ties, the suit itself, the shoes, and I believe like little accessories. Then Bobby is actually going to have the wing-tipped shoes, the black and white shoes, and the guys are going to have just all plain black. Bobby's going to have the white shirt, white vest, baby blue tie. The guys are going to have black shirt, black vest, baby blue tie. So it'll be super cute once it all gets put together. Then back here I have, more invoices, contracts, and, for our flowers, we have dried flowers and we have real flowers. These are real flowers, $4.93. That includes the bridal bouquet, the groom's boutonniere, the maid of honor and the bridesmaids bouquets, the best man, the groomsmen's boutonnieres, one arch arrangement, and one toss bouquet. The toss bouquet is free just because it is the leftover flowers of everything. And then her delivery and setup, and that's $4.93. Oh, and then I actually added five corsages for the mother of the brides and my grandmother, mothers of the bride and mothers of the groom, and then my grandmother. So that ended up being $4.93. So I guess if I had to say my budget would be about, I guess it ends up being a little over $10,000. Luckily, I have my dad, who was amazing at giving us money for the wedding to use at our expense, I suppose. He gave us money and said, do what you want with this. So every so often. So we were able to put a lot of that towards the wedding. Well, we put all of it towards the wedding, but a lot of it towards the actual down payment and other payments for the wedding. For the venue, I mean. So then we have our photographer, which I haven't talked about a photographer in this, but that's my mother's taking care of all that. So that kind of like was included in the budget, but I didn't include it in the total price I just told you. We have I think we paid $2,100 for all the bells and whistles for our photographer, and then my dress. Like I said before in my last video, my dress was about $1,000 including alterations. So that's about it. If y'all have any questions, I know it's getting dark, so sorry if you can't see me. I don't know if you even can, sorry. Anyway, sorry if you can't see me, but if you have any other questions, please feel free to let me know. Bye.